a different direction. I know a lot of people are interested in some of the things that were going on with GameStop and Robinhood. Rich, would you mind leading that?
Sure. Just looking at all these
questions flowing in, right? I think there's a lot of interest for this. My dear colleague, Bob from the law school, I think there might be a demand to do another one of these in the near future. So there's certainly, I'd be delighted. This panel is fantastic. I feel very fortunate right now. But I think if we can take a look in Rich, maybe just thinking about what the SEC is doing in respect to this, if you want to lead that question.
So you know what? I see one here that maybe I can send to Hayne. Is how does the SEC intend to protect retail investors from predatory misinformation tactics such as those seen on TV or otherwise that have statistically significant relationships between an investment being suggested by a program host and said investment falling short thereafter? Something known as a pump and dump.
I think, who is the question asked for, Rich? Because I think.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was for Hayne.
Hayne,
are you there?
Are you working? I think her Wi-Fi might have gone out. Is there anyone else that want to take that question? If not, we can certainly look to anyone else that would want to ask, answer. Okay.
Okay, well, I have another one that we could. What are the best way for retail investors to interact with the SEC and be involved in the process? Is it through the website? Is it through comments to rules or other areas?
Sorry, Rich, about that. My audio cut out for some
reason.
Okay. I think it's ringing now. Yeah, so interacting with the SEC. Look, I know I had seen in some of the questions you were expressing frustration about that, being able to reach us. There are lots of ways to get in touch with the SEC. I think if you're a retail investor with a specific concern, you can always get in touch with us through our Office of Investor Education and Advocacy at investor.gov. This gives you multiple ways to contact us, and we already talked about that earlier. You can also go and submit a tip through what's called tips complaints TCR system. And so, that you can also submit through. And I want to assure you, every single one of those gets looked at by a member of the staff, including, many that we might have received this year. That said, I know it can be frustrating, but you may not get a direct response from the staff. Look, our investigations are confidential, non-public, so while every message sent to us is certainly reviewed and sometimes to the staff unrelated to a case, but because the investigations are confidential, the staff may not ultimately be able to reach out to everyone who submits information to the commission. But again, I want to assure you that every tip is in fact reviewed by the staff. And I know, Rich, you had mentioned sort of responding to rule, like if the staff is putting out, potential rule changes, potential guidance, they also really love to hear from members of the public on that. And again, they review everything that comes in.
Thank you. Just looking, I see we're a little over, so maybe we try one more question.
I think we can do one more question. We need to let everyone know that one question was coming. We can't stop right in the middle of it. So let's get one more good question, and then I'll leave it to you to thank everybody.
So I see one here. Maybe we'll give this one to Linnell. What are ICOs or initial coin offerings, Linnell?
Thanks, Rich, for giving me the last opportunity here. An initial coin offering is similar to an initial public offering of securities by a company. An initial coin offering is the sale of virtual coins or tokens to the public to raise capital. Virtual coins or tokens are created and disseminated using distributed ledger or blockchain technology. So recently, promoters have been selling virtual coins or tokens in ICOs. Purchasers may use either fiat currency, for example, US dollars, or virtual currency to buy these virtual coins or tokens. Promoters may tell purchasers that the capital raised from the sales will be used to fund development of a digital platform or software development or other projects, and that the virtual tokens or coins may be used to access the platform, use that software, or otherwise participate in the project. Some promoters and initial sellers may lead buyers of the virtual coins or tokens to expect a return on their investment or to participate in a share of the returns provided by the project. After they're issued, virtual coins or tokens may be resold to others on a secondary market, for example, a virtual currency exchange or other platforms.
Thanks so much, Linnell. So we went a little bit over, and I hope it was worth it for all who participated. I can tell you that there was some really critical information provided, and I want to thank Fordham, Bob, and Barbara, and the Fordham team for co-hosting this event with us. I also want to present our panelists, Jerry Walsh, Linnell Hickson, Payne, and Lourdes from the SEC. Finally, I'd like to thank the audience. It's really helpful for us to learn what investors are thinking about, but it's also incredibly important for us to have this dialogue with investors about things that are important for them. And for one last plug, you can follow us on Twitter at @New York_SEC. Have a great night, everyone, and thank you again for attending.